Ready?
Yep, I'm ready for it. Yep.
Last 4 weeks, he's come through for some, more advanced training. He needed some fine tuning, some critiquing after previously attending another school, which we're not going to mention any names.
Hello everyone, my name is Ibrahim from Denver, Colorado. It's my first day here at the Dinking. I want to make a comparison. I did take a previous training in Sacramento, California, and I was promised that I'm gonna get to a very nice level at the end of that training, but it wasn't good. Did not learn finishing. Been doing PDR for a while, but my target was always to get to finish that last 5-10% to a perfect level. We always try to make ourselves better at what we do. Today I'm at the Dinking. Todd, a very nice person, and the trainers he has, they all promised me that by the time I'm going to finish this training, I'm going to be real good at what I'm doing and real good at finishing. So I'm going to make a comparison between training at the Dinking and the previous training I took, which was supposed to be a high quality training. It's going to be an honest review, and I guess it will go. I'm going to be here for about a month, so throughout the weeks, by the end of each week, I'm going to give a review of where I am and what progress I'm getting, and I will keep you updated. Thank you very much. How you doing, guys? This is Abraham again. I'm gonna tell about my experience with I just finished my first week of training here at the Dinking, and I want to make a comparison between training here and the other training I went to. I'm not gonna mention names. I'm not here to mention names or anything, but I went for a training in Sacramento area. The main difference I found at the Dinking is the hands-on, over-the-shoulder training. When I went for the other training in Sacramento area, I was promised to have a hands-on training, and I want to tell what differences were here and there. In the other training, the instructor only made a few demos, was impatient. Don't get me wrong, I still give all respect to him. I mean, I give respect to everyone, and maybe in his opinion he did his best, but my personal experience, I don't think I got what I wanted, especially when it comes to hands-on training. Here at the Dinking, they were over my shoulder, like they would not leave me at all, start to finish. And here's the thing, you don't want to go to a training where they promise you hands-on training and then you don't get it. You don't want to go to a training where you spend all the time trying to finish a dent, and it's not perfect, especially for someone who's been doing PDR before. It's not perfect. The main reason I wanted to take a training is to get to the finishing level, to make the dent 100% like it never happened, not 90%, not 85%, like it never happened. And in the other training, I can still see the low, I can still see a wave, and the trainer would tell me it's sellable, I would buy this. But in my opinion, I want perfection. So my advice here is not only for people who are beginners at PDR, the Dinking is also for people who've been doing it for years and they still have issues. And I want to make sure that's clear to everyone watching. If you've been doing PDR and you have some weaknesses, you have something you're not perfect at, please come over here. It's worth it. It's from my own experience. I never thought I would be able to get a dent to a 100% level. My other instructor in the previous training, I kept begging him for 2.5 days to show me a crease dent, deep one, how to do it, and then he finally lost his temper and got mad. I almost backed off. I wasn't gonna even watch what he's doing, and he actually chewed up the dent. Here, I asked my instructor to do a nasty crease for me. I just said do a crease, and he did a very nasty one, almost 9 inches, and had me fix it start to finish. I never thought I'll be able to do such a crease to this satisfactory level. It was, it was real amazing. So it's nothing against the previous training, but this is my advice. If you don't want to be on your student's shoulder and see what they're doing and correct them and be there start to finish, you don't want to even train. Here at the Dinking, they made so many kinds of dents in just 1 week, body lines, creases, nasty dents. And the nice thing about here is the instructor would make a dent. They will show you how they fix it, what they look at, what they look for, step by step until perfection. Then they will make the same dent for you and watch how you fix it. Watch what you look for and correct any bad habits that you might have from before. So, it's the end of week 1. I'm very happy with the results. I'm very happy to where I got in just 1 week of training. I wasn't expecting to get to that level in just 1 week. Still have 3 more weeks to go. I'm happy. The first 2 weeks will be on steel. The last 2 weeks will be on aluminum. And just from my experience with week 1, everyone should come here if you want to get the best training and hands-on and learn finishing. You don't want to go somewhere where they teach you 80% or wholesale and they tell you it's sellable. You want to come to a place where they teach you perfection. And I'm sure there's a lot of technicians out there who still have that issue, and I've seen it. So come over here. You will see a huge change, a huge results just from the first week. And I'll keep you updated. Still have 3 more weeks to go. And I'm sure it's gonna be great. Thank you guys, and keep you updated. All right, guys, this is Abraham again. I'm gonna take you for a quick tour into the training facility, and just so you see what my first week was like. They just got new students today. It's so this is what I'm practicing on. And the nice thing about the Dinking is they're so open-minded. Like, I got my own tools and they had no problem at all with me using my own tools. And this is the panel I've been working on. I got so many dents on this panel to 100% perfection, like never happened. Also, the other thing I meant to mention is, in this training, you are not going to spend the whole time on just hoods and some junk panels. They will actually bring an actual car. My first week, from my second day, my whole training was on an actual car, and they made some good dents on him and I fixed it. So that's a big advantage, because learning just on a hood is not enough. You have to have an actual real case scenario, and that's what's happened here. And for PDR technicians with experience, as I mentioned, you're welcome to bring your own tools here, and they will work with you and they will let you use it. They will let you use their own tools if you need anything. And it's just perfect from the first week, and I'll keep you updated. Thank you. Hello everyone, this is Abraham again. Today is the end of my second week here at the Dinking. I want to leave my review for the second week. There's no right way of doing PDR. Two technicians could approach the same dent different ways and fix it differently. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same result for both, but they can both get it to a very nice level. But there are so many ways of doing it the wrong way. And you could come up with a lot of bad habits. And trainers here at the Dinking were able to fix those bad habits for me, make me look better at the dents, read them in a lot better way. The dents are coming real clean so far. I'm real satisfied with the results. I've taken oversized dents, sharp dents, and I got them real nice, almost flawless, and real happy at the end of the second week. They've been on steel. Now next week it will be on aluminum. The next 2 weeks it will be on all aluminum panels. And from what I see in the first 2 weeks, I think I will have very great results for the second 2 weeks on aluminum. And I will keep you updated. Thank you.
Hey guys, so here we are with Abraham on his last day. He's been with us now, 4 weeks I think it is?
Yep.
Last day of 4 weeks. He's come through for some more advanced training. He needed some fine tuning, some critiquing after previously attending another school, which we're not going to mention any names. But Abraham, here we are. We're about to get onto this panel here and give him his final test. See where he's at.
Yep.
You ready?
Yep, I'm ready for it. Ooh. Cool. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean the area because of some marks from that dent. So I already removed the tail light. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna assess the dent, see what kind of dent I have. Seems like I have some spikes, one here, in the center of the dent, and one here. So since I'm not gonna be do glue pulling, I prefer to do glue pulling on the lines, but this one just looks like a hail dent, pretty much. That's real sharp and deep. So I'm gonna switch to fog. Just gives me a better view to the center of the dent. I like to start with a close fog. That way I can see the center of the dent. I'm gonna assess what kind of access I have to the dent and which tools I'm gonna use. The first access point I'm gonna try is this hole here. Hopefully we'll reach there. So let me see. Gonna see if this pick would get in there. Yep, I have it wide open in there. So just to make some metal movement, let me see if this soft tip would get in there. If not, I have a double bent one. Nope, it's not gonna get there, so I'm gonna have to stick with thinner tools. All right, I'm just trying to figure out which tools I'm gonna end up having.
Trying to figure out what.
Okay, this is another option I'm going to be using. Alright, so I figured out which tools I might be using to fix this dent. I'm gonna try to start with this one, make a little bit of movement, and this one as well. I already taped it. And this crane tool I might use for finishing. Looking at the dent here, I can see a crown going this way. I need to tap that down because it's held pressure and the dent will not want to come out unless those crowns are tapped down. So I wasn't expecting I'm gonna have a test right now. They're just like, we're gonna test you right now, so I have my tools all over the place.
No time to prepare.
Yeah, no time. It was like, gotta take a test right now. I can see the dent even getting a lot smaller just by tapping down those crowns. So the best way to fix any dent is, say here I have two dents. I want to finish the top one first. From this angle, get it real nice and clean, then go finish the other one. I'm not gonna keep jumping between both of them, except if I really have to, and then I will cross-check it from another angle. So just want to make sure the crowns are tapped down real good. Because it's real important to start the dent, the repair the right way. Otherwise, it will make a mess that will follow you the whole repair process. So, you see how trying to find out how my tool will slip in there. I think might be still a little bit tight.
Here we have two existing access points that we can go through. He's using the larger of the two, which happens to be the wire harness area. It's not the most optimal access point because of the fact that it's kind of coming in at an angle and he's having to shoot up to the upper portion of the panel. But it does work when you have a tool in here that is allowing him to gain access to touch the backside of the lower.
Still kind of tight. When you feel the dent doesn't want to move, this means it's kind of tight, and I still see it.
this is part of
I want to try to get a thicker tool there, see if I can get better leverage.
Get a better feel, have more control over it, and move metal for the push.
See, right where the dent is, I'm trying to get it up, but it's too tight. This tool would not fit in. So, at the same time, I'm trying not to push too hard with these tools and make some high spots, unwanted ones, or even could be worse by cracking the paint. So I'll just continue opening the dent a little bit more. So what I'm facing here with this dent is the access to the dent is real tight. It's open up to here, but right when I get to the dent, it's real tight. These tools I'm not getting real good leverage with, especially with how deep the dent is. So at this point I'm deciding I might do a little bit of glue pulling just to help aim the dent. Or there's another tool I want to try to look for another tool. If not, I might go for some glue pulling through this hole here.
Smaller hole is here, an existing clip hole, a push hole, that will allow them to get in there now.
Oh yeah.
The tool that he's able to get in there is a lot thinner in diameter, and we're going to have to twist with it, but this may actually be the area that might work for him.
So what I will do is I will try to put some tape on it. I don't know if it's going to go in anymore with the tape. I just don't want to have my tool slipping in there. This is some gaffer's tape. See, I'm trying to go slowly. Doesn't want to go in, so.
Applied some tape to the tip of the tool to help grab the backside of the panel a little bit better and eliminate any slipping. So by applying that tape on the gaffer's tape, they have to slow down a little bit more.
This dent will be a lot easier if I was using a soft tip to make a big movement, but instead I'm using like a blade tip, and that will take some more time. That's why patience is real important in PDR.
Right now he's working on the upper portion, top, low area, working his way down the center of it. There's so much way to work the crease, because obviously every dent out there is going to be nice, perfectly shaped around the to the deepest area, creating the most distortion, and trying to eliminate that and soften up the metal.
I wish you made the dent a little bit lower than that. Yeah, getting real uncomfortable there. So I want to find a way to make a lot more metal movement. So I might just go for some glue pulling a little bit and then go back to push work. So I'm just trying to figure out which glue tab I'm going to be using to make some movement. I'm not trying to get all the dent out. I know I'm going to have to do some pushing. I just want to see if I can make a little bit of movement just to help me with the pushing. So maybe a tab like this would work. I'm not trying to find an aggressive tab at the end because I have these aggressive tabs like the Black Plague, the ice, and the green. I want to try to start with something that will not pull so hard because this is a Hyundai, and then go from there. Got my glue gun there. Remember guys, I already prepped the panel with alcohol when I first cleaned it. I don't want to have a massive pull. This slide hammer could be too heavy for it. So I'm gonna go for this hammer, which is about 10 ounce. Will be a little bit lighter. Have to wait about 20 seconds. See, it's still too gooey. It's not too hard, not too gooey, so it's about time to glue pull. I'm using a strong glue, which is the tab weld, so that's why it's really bonded on it. So spread some alcohol. Now I got the tab off. Now it's time to tap it down. So I'm using the line board here. So what I look for is the very thin, where the lines get very thin, and that's what I'm tapping down. That would be the pinches or the high spots. Oh yeah, got very good movement. And it's always important to move the board. Just take another look at it from another angle, see where I'm at. Now, since I made a good movement, I'm gonna go back to the fog and do some pushing.
We're in at about an hour and 10 minutes or so. We've got about 90% of it done. You have a couple little low pockets here we've got to clean up, but this is pretty much done. If you take a look at this, we're going to go through and do some cross-checking here. Second time cross-check. But yeah, like I said, we're almost there. A couple little low pockets. Other than that, this dent's looking really good. Let's see about another 15 minutes or so, and this one's done.
Yeah, definitely. No, it wasn't an easy job at all. One big lesson learned here: don't overpull. Overpull the dent, oil canned it. So that was a big lesson on how to shrink the oil can with sharp tips like these, almost like needle tip. That's the main reason it took all of this time, is because I did overpull it. So when I overpulled it, it made some crowns and nasty wave around it. So it took a lot more time cleaning that compared to actually fixing the dent. So that was a big lesson learned here. Other than that, I think it's sellable, but I just want to be more picky on it. And
like I said, right now it's about 90% or so. It does look good. All the body lines, everything's straight. A lot of that pressure is relieved now. Now we just have a couple little micro low pockets that we have to pick up. But other than that, I mean, at 90% right now, another 50 minutes, and we're almost done with this here. So we're just going to get back to picking. Like I said, all you have left now is a little low pocket here and a little area down here in the bottom. And we're pretty much done. We'll put a nice little polish wax on it, and we're done.
And those lows are if you're too picky. It kind of blends in with the orange peel, but we see them in the PDR light. Oh yeah, wasn't easy.
Let's go and finish this up here.
Gonna go back to fog. Or actually, this will be good.
Hey guys, so we're here at the Dean King Training Institute in California. I've got Abraham here. Abraham,
Yeah.
he is on his last day of his 4th week. Now Abraham came to us, called us up a couple weeks ago, told us about a little situation that he was in. He went to another training center to be trained. Didn't really care too much for the training. And it wasn't that it was bad training, it's just that there was some things that were lacking. So when he went back to go and tried to do repairs on his own with for his customers and do some hail repairs, he felt like there were some things that were kind of left unexplained and unfinished. So we contacted the Dean King. He came to us. He's been here with us for 4 weeks now. So we're all done.
Yeah.
This is it.
Finally.
What do you think? Are you happy you made the decision to come on over here and
Absolutely. Real happy. I mean, be honest with you, it wasn't easy. It fixed a lot of bad habits I had before, especially patience. That's the thing you were always talking about. My dents are coming out real nice and clean. I'm very happy with them. I think my customers will be real happy with the results once I'm back home. And yeah, real good. All I want to say is it's all about patience and getting to get the right training from the beginning to how to finish. That's an issue that a lot of PDR techs have, which is the last 5-10% of the dent.
Now, briefly, just tell me a little bit about some of the stuff that you worked on for some of the students or potential customers back home, or other technicians that are maybe having the same problems that you are. What are some of the things that you worked on here, or that we worked on with you, to help better that and get you closer to your end result of being a good, solid technician?
Well, here's the thing. I've seen a lot of hail techs, and that was including me. When we fix, there's a little bit left. You can see a little bit left in the dent. Sometimes they explain it in different ways, like there's not enough access or whatever. And between you and yourself, you're not happy. You want the dent to come out real nice, real flawless. And that's why I was always looking to find the best training where I can get that finishing part done. And I think I got it real nice. So my advice is, this training here at the Dent King is not only for beginners and people who just are thinking to get into PDR, it's also for PDR techs who have been doing it, and they have some weaknesses or things that they need more experience, or let's say more fixing of those issues. I would say that.
Now, just to kind of fill in the blanks here a little bit, when Abraham came to us, he brought 3 different lights. He brought about maybe 80 or 90 different tools, and these are tools from some of the top names in the industry, and they're all great tools. But like I was explaining to him, just because you have these tools, though, it doesn't mean that you're going to take the dent out. You still have to have that skill, that know-how, how to actually use these tools. And these tools are great tools, but he couldn't rely on just that tool and say, well, this tool here is going to push the dent out, and this one's for this, because at the end of the day, that tool is not what did it. What happened was knowing how to actually use those tools, right? Mm-hmm. So we didn't go through and put new tools into his hands. We didn't say, here, put these Dent King tools into your hands, or don't try this and try this. I took his existing tools that he had already and actually showed him how to use those tools and actually make some money back with those tools. Because for those of you guys who know, and you've priced some PDR tools lately, PDR tools aren't cheap. They're really expensive, but you get what you pay for. Good quality tools, and like I said, at the end of the day, it's not the tool that repairs the dent; it's the technician that's using that tool and having the proper know-how and skill of it, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So what was one of the biggest challenges that you had while you were here? What would you say?
Patience for that last 10%. Yeah. They were very picky on me, like real picky. Like I would get to dents where a lot of technicians would just leave it there and say it's nice and perfect just because the customer can't see it. And they were very picky. Like they would leave me on the dent and they're like, there's still a little bit low. There's still a shallow low. There's still something in it. And it was frustrating. I want to say something, this is not easy. But if you get the right training and people who can teach you patience and in a nice way so you don't get frustrated, you will definitely get there. My results now are 100 times better from where I was. I see where I am right now. I see where I will be in the future, and I think I'm going to be a beast in this industry.
Good.
Thanks to you, thanks to Todd, and thanks to Sal. That was a very amazing training, for sure.
Well, I'm glad you definitely decided to come out here instead of just kind of keeping your mouth shut and then just kind of continuing on with bad habits. Or just continuing on with incompleted work.
Absolutely.
Training. Thanks for the opportunity for us to show you, and good luck on
I'm so grateful.
Your adventures over in Colorado.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure we'll see each other again, man.
It's my last day here, going back to the freezing cold. Thank you.
Guys, make sure you check back in with us. Make sure you follow that like button over on the Dent King Facebook page, the Dent King Training Institute. Head over to the Instagram page, official Dent King, and make sure you go over to that YouTube channel and click that subscribe button. See you guys soon.